Ho ho ho! I'm Nom Chomsky, and today we're going to be checking out the gluten-free and dairy-free treats I got in my stocking.
You are getting very hungry.
Got my trusty giant stocking here. Let's see what I got this year. First up, we have Taza chocolate-covered hazelnuts. One thing I miss as someone who cannot have dairy anymore is peanut M&Ms. And while these aren't exactly the same, they're pretty close and they're very good. You can see I already ripped them open first thing this morning and started chowing down on them. They're a nice hazelnut flavor, not quite as roasty as a peanut like in an M&M. If you've never had Taza chocolate, it's stone ground, so it's not as smooth as you might expect from something like a Cadbury product, but it's very delicious. And when those studies came out a few months ago on all the excess cadmium and lead in chocolate, Taza was one of the brands that had the lowest levels, which I appreciate. So this is a very good product. I definitely recommend checking it out. All right, let's see what else is in here. Ooh, this is the Rice Box Thai Red Curry Seasoned Rice. And this is an instant rice meal, or maybe as a side, I would say. But it's organic jasmine rice seasoned like Thai red curry. Pop it open, add some water, put it in the microwave. I have not had this yet. It sounds delicious, but I can't vouch for it until I try it. Come back for a future video. I'll give this a try and let you know what I think about it. Now, this next thing I can see what it is already, and I swear 100% that these are all things I really got in my stocking. They're not things I just threw in here in order to make a video. So pay no attention to the fact that this one is half eaten. But if you live in California, you're probably familiar with C's chocolate or C's candy. If you don't live in California, it's like a California institution. It's been here a long time, sort of like In-N-Out, and it's the place to get chocolate and candies. Unfortunately, they don't make a lot of things that are dairy-free, but they do have a few gluten-free things that are also dairy-free. One of them being their gluten-free licorice. And gluten-free licorice is something that's very difficult to find. So I was extremely excited to find this. Let's see what it's made out of. Normal licorice is made out of wheat, but this is made out of cornstarch, potato starch, a bunch of flavorings, some oil, some colors, and corn syrup. That's basically it. So it's definitely gluten-free. I've eaten about half this package and not had any trouble from it. If you've never had C's licorice, it's a lot like Red Vines, where it's got sort of a little minty flavor in addition to the fruit flavor. You know, so as comparing it to something like a Twizzler, which is all fruit flavor, they're chewy. They stick to your teeth a little bit, but not too bad. I definitely enjoy the hell out of these, and if you ever get a chance to pick some up, definitely get some. All right, let's see what else is in here. These are from Trader Joe's. They are peanut butter pillows. Now, another thing I really miss that doesn't come in a dairy-free version is Butterfingers. And these are basically the inside of a Butterfinger without the chocolate coating. It's hard to put them down when I open them up. It's, again, another thing that sort of sticks to your teeth, but they're crunchy, they're a little salty, they're sweet. It's very delicious. The one complaint I would have is that they tend to stick together. There is a desiccant packet inside the package to help try to prevent that, but it does not work. And so you'll get about half of them will be loose and the other half will be into a big mass that you have to chisel pieces off of. But even so, it's still really worth it because they are quite delicious, and if you love Butterfingers like I do, it's the only way to get that flavor short of making it yourself. Up next is a halva candy bar. And this is something I have not tried yet. Oh, weird. That is not what I was expecting. So It's called a marble bar, so I assumed it would have like some kind of marbled chocolate on it, but it is not very chocolatey looking. It's kind of a weird tan color, and it's very floppy. It's which is not what I was expecting. But yeah, let's see how it tastes. Okay, so it's weird. It's for some reason I was picturing this, and I've had halva before and I have forgotten, I guess. But I was thinking it was going to be more like whole sesame seeds held together, kind of like a brittle. But this is really, the sesame seeds are ground into a paste. Almost like a nut butter, but not nearly as smooth and probably with a lower fat content, I would think. The texture is almost like sand, but not unpleasant. Like the individual grains of the sand are softer than if you were eating real sand or dirt or something, but it's got a very sandy texture. It tastes like sesame seeds. If you've ever had any kind of sweet sesame thing, you're probably familiar with this flavor. It's a little on the bitter side. There's like a fairly strong bitter aftertaste. And I don't know if that's just sesame seeds in general. It's been a while since I've had something like this. Or if maybe the chocolate imparts some bitterness. I'm not getting a lot of the chocolate flavor. It smells like a Reese's peanut butter cup, but the flavor-wise, there's not much in the way of chocolate flavor. Let me try again. There's probably some chocolate in there, but I'm having a hard time really picking it out over just the sweet and the sesame and the bitterness. It tastes to me like a candy bar for adults. You know, like if I gave this to my son, he would probably hate it because it would be too bitter for him. I could eat it and I'd enjoy it quite a bit. So I think it's definitely worth trying. All right, let's see what's next. Aha, so this is something I received. It's mild chili seasoning. Again, I haven't tried this yet. It sounds good. Generally, chili uses wheat flour as a thickener, but this one uses rice flour, potato starch, tapioca flour, and xanthan gum. And then it's just got some spices and some salt, and that's it. Sounds good. I look forward to giving this one a try. Maybe I'll do a video on this as well. All right, I think I'm on to the last one, and that is turkey jerky. If anybody's a fan of jerky, this is a good brand, at least I like it. This one here is the hot and bothered flavor, which is, as you can tell, spicy. I haven't had the hot and bothered yet. I'm excited to try it. But I have had turkey jerky many times. It's one of those jerkies that's on the softer side. It's not particularly chewy, but it's generally quite good. There's like a sweetness to it, and I expect this one to be no different. It has gluten-free soy sauce, brown sugar, pineapple juice concentrate, garlic powder, crushed red pepper, black pepper, ginger. Sounds delicious. All right, so this is the jerky. You can see what it looks like. It's smells really sweet. You can smell the pineapple juice in the turkey and the soy sauce. There's little pieces of crushed red pepper and black pepper maybe all over it. Oh, it looks delicious. All right, let's give it a try. That's good. It's like most jerky, it's very salty. It's got a little heat to it. Like, I'm a big fan of spicy food and I eat a lot of hot sauce, so my scale may be a little different than yours if you're not a person who eats a lot of spicy food. I have a feeling if my partner ate it, they'd probably think it was very spicy. To me, it's not too bad. It's, you know, just pleasant, very mild, nice spice. There's definitely a sweetness from the pineapple juice and the brown sugar. What it reminds me of, I would say most, is like something Polynesian, where you have that kind of mixture of pineapple and spice. Like it's some kind of barbecue maybe. Very delicious. Definitely recommend it. Can't go wrong. with this turkey jerky. Well, thank you for looking through my stocking with me. If you got anything good, make sure to shout it out in the comments below. I'd love to hear what you got. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll be back soon with another gluten and dairy-free video.